This revolver is called the 1851 Dean and Adams revolver. It was a double-action revolver made in 1851 in Great Britain. It was designed by a dude named Robert Adams to the London arms manufacturers George and John Dean. Yep, those guys. This gun was first featured in the Great Exhibition of the Works of the Industry of All Nations in Hyde Park, where its competitor was the single-action 1851 Colt Navy. While the Colts were mass-produced, these guns were handmade. This made them a lot more expensive. The revolver was eventually adopted by the East India Company, which was a British joint stock company who dealt with trading in the Southeast Asia while taking control of the Indian subcontinent. This revolver was a 5-shot percussion revolver, which means you can only shoot 5 rounds at a time. The cap and ball loading method was used for ammunition. This was pretty common with revolvers at the time. So I made a model about the inner mechanisms of the revolver. This is the cylinder, the hammer, main spring, trigger with a cylinder stop on top. It has a sear and the trigger spring. Because this is double action, you have to pull halfway to cock the gun. The sear locks into place of the hammer, pushing down on the trigger spring, and it pushes back the hammer, cocking the gun. And it tightens the mainspring, which is right there. When the sear is let loose, the hammer is released, shooting the gun. Unfortunately, this gun had many problems. 1. It did not have interchangeable parts, which were pretty common with revolvers at this time. 2. Upon assembling your gun, when you would set the percussion caps, the nipples would be unhardened. This could often result in fracturing the detonation of the percussion caps, causing them to burn upon firing, thus injuring the shooter's hand. 3. There was no recoil shield, which is what protects the cylinder. This would result in powder burns and chain fire and could potentially blow up in the shooter's face. Alas, the Dean and Adams revolver only lasted 5 years, ending production in 1856. It was then upgraded into the Beaumont Adams revolver, which was manufactured in 1856. Okay, that's it. Thank you.